What is up, everyone? This is BigPowner here, and we got another patch update that I'm super stoked for. Got a little bit of lag right there. Let's go ahead and pop both of these real quick. Oh god! I got stuck there for a second. That is one of the issues. I have no room inside of my Oh wait, is there something left alive? Okay. You know, you look at my base and it's just like I have so much of these juice holders, and like honestly they're like not even able to collect half of what I was harvesting as far as life from like a single one of these um, higher zone areas. um, what they have done, the reason why all these tanks right here, they look partially full, they've increased the base capacity to 1,000, which, thank you God, like, there was just not enough space for juice. It made it really hard to farm the high tier stuff, because you would harvest and then you'd have to spend, like, even with my base completely full like this, like, I'm down to, I believe, 12 harvesters, and the rest, besides my crafting stations, I'm completely full of stations. I've got a little zone here, and that is pretty much it. And that's from me just removing another harvester because I needed more space for my crafts. Um, but the rest of my base is literally just like packed in. Um, so this new space is really great, but we also now have, which I haven't even looked at yet, this great storage. So 5,000 for this. This is my first time seeing it. I didn't know what it was going to be. But 5,000 for this create advanced storage. This is going to be 5,000 life force in it, which is pretty sweet. I actually didn't juice boost these. I kind of was excited to just make the video, so I actually don't have a ton of life force on these. But I'm about to harvest some tier 4s with a bunch of tier 3s. So I will be getting a bunch of those, which is exciting news, because when you get to the place kind of where I'm at, where you're completely full and you're like, I need more space for crafting stations, and I'm having trouble keeping enough juice to be able to consistently farm up my higher tier stuff, which I'm kind of in this position where you know oh sweet, they added a storage place for our buds. This is another awesome thing. So you could see I was keeping them accessible kind of right here, and then I had some in my actual storage also. But they just added this also, which is really sweet. Um, you can see how packed my base is with these storage zones. So this is just freeing up a lot of space, and also now we will be able to put these directly from here onto our base, because we'll be able to access them from here, I believe. No? Okay. Well, at least we have a place to store them that's better than just throwing them on the floor or having to carry them around in your inventory. So I'm super stoked about this. I think they should add something to here so we can pull flowers directly from there and seeds. That would be pretty cool. Um, yeah, I don't know why they don't have that yet. I'm assuming that eventually they're going to put that in, but that'll probably maybe be some later patches. Maybe they haven't thought about it yet. Maybe they're still developing it. Maybe they're holding on to it. It's already developed, but they want us to have stuff to look forward to. You don't know. Maybe they already have thought of it. Maybe they haven't, but that seems like a common sense type of thing. They would make it even better. Kind of like being able to put the buds into storage. Like this makes sense. And now they're broken up by tiers and stuff like that, which is really nice. I I wish that I could kind of like sell these back, because I have so many of them. I kind of wish that I could sell those back, um, and because I'm gonna want to convert them to these larger ones. Um, so yeah, I'm really stoked about it. it's gonna make it so that I'm going to actually be able to function more efficiently. Because like building up the life force was just such an issue. Because even with with my base completely full like this, I was sitting around like 20k that I could store, and that's just not enough. You're when you're trying to do a bunch of zones for the higher tier growing, it just is not enough. It was just a really big struggle. I know some people are literally just weren't even touching the higher tier seeds because it's such a hassle to manage the life force. Um, so I'm really stoked. It's going to make it so that the higher tier stuff is going to be more accessible to use, because we're not going to have to stress as much about not having life force. The base of 1,000, I mean, that's three and a third larger space. So even like just jumping in right now, you're going to have so much more space. Like now my storage space should be around 60,000 for each one of my juices, and then as I can afford more of these, because you can see I've got extra horticulture stations already built up because I didn't have anything to do with the juice. So, I was just buying these as extras. But now I've got something else to work on, converting basically to all these great storages, which then is going to give me more space for growing, more space for the horticulture stations, which means I'm going to be able to save more stuff. Because really, even the way I'm at right now, the only things I'm really keeping are these slammer moves. Um, the or the annul plus slam, like literally that's what all of my stations are just completely full of, are only basically the exalt crafts or the specific remove crafts. And now there's going to be so much space that we're going to be able to free up, because what, five five times 3.3, 5 times 3.3, 15, 16 and a third more space. Like, that's a lot. Um, so yeah, I'm really stoked. If you guys have been having this life force struggle and trouble managing getting the juice you need to grow the higher tier seeds, I'm sure you're stoked. I'm sure you can hear how stoked I am. Um, so yeah, and doing this on 175 quantity. Do them on influence maps too. That was something I forgot to mention in my last video. I try to do these on influence maps, because then you get a chance for influence drops inside of the stuff that's dropping. So that's what I try to do. But don't do them on your conch kills, because those aren't going to have the high percentage quantity added. Um, Anyways, just wanted to put a video out on this because I'm super stoked. Thanks for watching. Peace.